It all began with a housemate who exhibited daily hostility toward me. Rather than fight, flight, or fawn, I began humbly asking God to open her heart and allow her to feel joy, peace, and love, JPL. Of course, if it's best for her not to feel JPL, which it might be, God will decline. It's harder to wish JPL on those who are unpleasant, so it's a great opportunity to pray for my future self to have more patch, patience, presence, peace, acceptance, appreciation, trust, truth, tenacity, courage, caring, curiosity, compassion, humility, harmony. If I don't pray for patch, I dwell on finite forms, e.g. complain about what I lack or pursue a materialistic goal, or I think I can force patch. The prayer focuses on a specific future moment, e.g. my future self in the shower or in my car, but I've no idea how my future self will find patch. That's why I pray. If I start with the assumption I was here an hour ago and will be here in an hour from now, I am likely to believe I can manage. If I assume I was just created and will vanish in a few seconds, clearly I can't manage as there's no time. Plus, I just got here, so no time to learn the ropes of life in the 3D world. If I think I can manage, I will chase conditional JPL, CJPL. To get CJPL, I chase money, romance, or purchases. I demand God does what I want, but if I admit I can't manage, I leave DEM, demon, ego mind for SH, surrender and humility. Chakra 1, each time I catch myself trying to manage, I stop. Chakra 2, to find SH, I admit I can't manage. This might mean accept what is and do nothing, but witness with no rush to sad, suppress, agree, or disagree, or I admit I'm powerless. Chakra 3, I wish JPL on others. Chakra 4, I humbly ask that my future self will have more patch. Chakra 5, I invoke redemptive suffering, RS, inhale gratitude and exhale forgiveness, e.g. thanks for the migraines. I apologize for doubting they're here to help me. Chakra 6, I request to feel divine love, a message, or make a request, e.g. please remove or maintain my migraines, whichever is God's will.
Image summary. This figure is a conceptual flowchart presented as an illustrative map. It depicts various spiritual journeys, starting from a central decision point regarding prayer, branching into different paths based on divine response or the lack thereof. The map illustrates the progression from an initial choice to various outcomes such as faith, silence, or doubt. The diagram suggests that while the initial action of praying is a personal choice, the subsequent outcomes are determined by divine will. It concludes that a clear response leads to belief, whereas a lack of response or an unconvincing response leads to silence or doubt.
My job is just to choose path 1 and pray. I use those steps detailed on prior page. The rest is up to God or Ruha goddess. If I pray and God is revealed, all chakras open, including 7th chakra, and heaven is seen. For me, it's been paths 4 and 5, but I keep choosing path 1. Path 5, I assume, will bring me to path 3 in time. That timing isn't up to me. It may happen upon death. If I believe my job goes beyond choosing path 1, there's despair and frustration. It's not my business. I can only choose path 1 each day. I need God's help to guide me if there are other ways to pray. The latest attempt is with 5 MAPB as it keeps me lucid, but also desperately pleading for God to respond. Now, I'm more likely to assume I can manage things or feel despair or frustration over paths 4 and 5, or the chance God doesn't exist. If I believe I was here 5 minutes ago and will be here in 5 minutes. If my existence is brief, no need to lament the past, nor chase CJPL. No need to demand God appears, as I will be returning to him, her it very soon. If I'm about to be replaced, there's no point in worrying about the past, future, or self-image. No need to chase outcomes and finite forms. No need for despair nor frustration about God responding, existing, or convincing me. Each time I see thoughts of past, future, or image, each time I make demands on God, I hope to remember I'm about to vanish. Thus, better to pray for others to have JPL and for my future self located at a specific moment to have more patch.
Image summary. This figure is a flow chart. It illustrates a cyclical process, starting with the experience of being made unhappy by someone, which leads to praying for that person to have JPL. This is followed by a stage involving complaints, aspirations, and concerns, which eventually leads to a realization of an inability to manage the situation and a need for divine assistance, which then circles back to the initial state.